Today we will start with NCERT Mathematics 10th Standard, Chapter 2 Polynomials, Exercise 2.1. Question 1. The graphs of y is equal to p of x are given to us for some polynomials p of x. Find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. So number of zeros are equal to where the graph intersect x axis. तो जितनी बार ग्राफ x एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट होता है उतने आपके नंबर ऑफ zeros रहेंगे. So in equation 1 there is no intersection with x-axis, therefore we can write the number of zeros is 0 as the graph does not cut the x-axis at any point. Question 2. Now we can see graph is intersecting x-axis at one point, therefore the number of zeros is 1 as the graph intersects the x-axis at one point. Question 3. In this case, graph is intersecting with x-axis at 3 point 1, 2 and 3. Therefore we can write the number of zeros is 3 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 3 points. Question 4. Here we can see there are two intersection points, therefore we can write the number of zeros is 2 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Then question 5. Here we can see graph is intersecting x-axis at 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. Therefore we can write the number of zeros is 4 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 4 points. And sixth question. Here we can see intersection points are 3, 1, 2 and 3. Therefore we can write the number of zeros is 3 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 3 points. So we are completed with the exercise 2.1. Let us start with polynomials exercise 2.2. First question is, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zero and the coefficients. First question is x square minus 2x minus 8. So comparing given polynomial with a general form ax square plus bx plus c, we can write a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to minus 8. Then using splitting method we can split minus 2x as minus 4x plus 2x. So equation is x square minus 2x minus 8, and in the next step we are getting x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Then from first two term we can take x common, so we will get x into x minus 4, and from second two terms we can take 2 common to get plus 2 into x minus 4. Now x minus 4 bracket is common, so we can write x minus 4 into another bracket x plus 2. Now equating this step with 0 to find the zeros of the given polynomials. So x minus 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. It means that x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. From that we will get x is equal to 4, and x plus 2 is equal to 0. From this part we will get x is equal to minus 2. So we can say that 4 and minus 2 are the two zeros of the given polynomials. Okay. Now let us see the verification. So sum of zeros means alpha plus beta is equal to 4 plus minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is coming 2. And let us verify it using minus b upon a, because alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So minus b upon a means minus of 2 upon 1. b is minus 2 and a is 1. So we are putting this value over here. So we are getting minus into minus to 2. 2 upon 1 is 2. Therefore LHS part and RHS part both are equal. Therefore sum of zeros is verified. Then product of zeros. Product of zeros is 4 into minus 2. Minus 8. Now let us check with c upon a. So c is minus 8 and a is 1. So minus 8 upon 1 is minus 8. So again LHS and RHS are equal. Therefore we can say that relationship is verified. Okay. Equation 2. 4a square minus 4s plus 1. Here a is equal to b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 1. So using splitting method we can get 4a square minus 2s plus 1. From first two terms we can take 2s common, so that we will get 2s into 2s minus 1, and from last two terms we will take minus 1 common. So we will get 2s into bracket 2s minus 1 minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. Okay. We can solve this using a minus b the whole square also. Okay. Now we will equate this step with 0 to get the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. So 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. It means that 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. So that we will get s is equal to 1 upon 2 or 1 upon 2. Okay. So the two zeros are 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. Now let us go ahead with the relationship. So alpha is 1 upon 2 and beta is 1 upon 2. So sum of zeros alpha plus beta is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 is 2 upon 2, which is equal to 1. So now we will check for minus b upon a. b is minus 4 and a is 1, so minus into minus 4 upon 4 is 4 upon 4, which is equal to 1. Therefore RHS and LHS part are getting equal, therefore sum of zeros is verified. Now check for product of zeros. Product of zeros is 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 4. Now we will check with C upon A. So C is 1 and A is 4. So we will get 1 upon 4 on RHS. Therefore we can say that product of zeros is also verified. Equation 3. Equation 3. 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. A is equal to 6, B is equal to minus 7 and C is equal to minus 3. Using splitting method, we can write 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. From first two terms, we can take 3x common, so we will get 3x in bracket 2x minus 3. And from last two terms, we can take 1 common, so we will get 1 into 2x minus 3. Then we can write 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1 in separate bracket. Now equate this step with 0 to get the zeros of the given polynomial. So 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. It means that 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from 2x minus 3 we will get x is equal to 3 upon 2. So this is one root, and from second bracket we will get 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 1 upon 3. So this is second root. Okay, so alpha is 3 upon 2 and beta is minus 1 upon 3. Now we will check the relationship. So alpha plus beta is equal to 3 upon 2 minus 1 upon 3. So we have to take LCM of 2 and 3 because denominators are different. So LCM is 6. So we will get in the next step 9 minus 2 upon 6, which is 7 upon 6. Now we will check with the minus b upon a. So b is minus 7 and a is 6. So we will get minus into minus 7 upon 6, that is minus b upon a, which is getting 7 upon 6. Therefore 7 upon 6 and 7 upon 6 are same, so sum of zeros is verified. Now check product of zeros. Now product of zeros means alpha and beta, that is 3 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 3. So we will get 3 cut minus 1 upon 2. So value of C is minus 3 and A is 6. So minus 3 upon 6 is nothing but minus 1 upon 2. So values are matching, therefore we can say that relationship is verified. Equation 4. 4u square plus 8u. In this case, a is equal to 4, b is equal to 8 and constant is not present, therefore c is equal to 0. Then 4u square plus 8u, we can take 4u common and we will get 4u in bracket u plus 2. Equate this step with 0 to get zeros of the given polynomials. So we can write 4u into u plus 2 is equal to 0. It means that 4u is equal to 0. So 4u is equal to 0 means u is equal to 0 upon 4. So u is equal to 0. So one root is 0. And then u plus 2 is equal to 0. So u is equal to minus 2 after transposition. So therefore 0 and minus 2 are the two zeros of the given polynomials. Now let us check sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is equal to 0 minus 2 and minus b upon a is minus 8 upon 4. Minus 8 upon 4 is also minus 2. Therefore RHS and LHS part are equal, therefore sum of zeros is verified. Then product of zeros. Product of zeros 0 into minus 2 is 0 and c upon a is also 0 upon 4, which is 0. Therefore product of zeros is also verified. Question number 5. Equation is t square minus 15. Okay. In this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus 15. T term is not available, therefore b is equal to 0. Now we have t square minus 15. To get zeros of the polynomials, we will equate this term with 0. So we will get t square minus 15 is equal to 0. Then using transposition, we can write t square is equal to 15, and then using square root on the both sides, we can write t is equal to plus or minus root 15. Therefore we have two roots, root 15 and minus root 15. Alpha is root 15 and beta is minus root 15. Okay. Now next, now we will check sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta, that is root 15 plus minus root 15, that is root 15 minus root 15 is coming 0. Then we will check value of minus b upon a. B is 0, a is 1, that is minus 0 upon 1 is 0. Therefore in the both case we are getting zeros, therefore sum of zeros is verified. Now we will check product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. So root 15 into minus root 15 is minus 15. Now product of zeros is c upon a, that is minus 15 upon 1. Therefore we will get minus 15 upon 1 is minus 15, which is again matching with the product of zeros. Therefore we can say that relationship is verified in this case. Question number 6. Given equation is 3x square minus x minus 4. In this case a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. So using splitting method we will find the factors. So 3x square minus x minus 4 minus x can be split as minus 4x plus 3x. Therefore next step is 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Now from first two terms we will take x common and we will get x into 3x plus 4, and from last two terms we will take 1 common and we will get plus 1 into 3x minus 4. So next step will be 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. To get zeros of the polynomial we will equate this term with 0. So 3x minus 4 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 means x is equal to 4 upon 3, and x plus 1 is equal to 0 means x is equal to minus 1, that is alpha is equal to 4 upon 3 and beta is equal to minus 1. These are two zeros of this polynomial. Now we'll check the relationship. Now a is 3, b is minus 1 and c is minus 4. So let us check the relationship. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta, that is 4 upon 3 minus 1. So denominators are different, so we have to take LCM. So after taking LCM we will get 4 minus 3 upon 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, therefore we will get 1 upon 3. Now using minus b upon a, b is minus 1, therefore minus minus plus, so 1 upon 3 minus b upon a, you will get 1 upon 3. It means relationship for sum of zeros is verified. Now we will check for product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. So 4 upon 3 into minus 1, which is minus 4 upon 3. Now c is minus 4 and a is 3, that is c upon a is minus 4 upon 3. So product of zeros is also verified. So in this case relationships are verified. Question 2. Find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. So this is question number 1. Sum of zeros is 1 upon 4, that is alpha plus beta is 1 upon 4, and product of zeros is minus 1, alpha into beta is minus 1. So let's start with the solution on right side. So let the required polynomial in general form as ax square plus bx plus c. It means that we need to find the values of a, b and c. Okay, so let's start. So we will find this value with the help of product of zeros and sum of zeros. So sum of zeros is given as alpha plus beta, which is minus b upon a, and alpha plus beta is given as 1 upon 4. So minus b upon a is equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, now product of zeros alpha into beta, which is c upon a. So c upon a is given as minus 1. Okay, now our objective is to bring denominators equal, because denominator में दोनों denominator में a है. So in first denominator 4 है and in second denominator 1 है. It means we have to multiply second equation by 4 to get minus 4 upon 4. Okay, therefore we have multiplied minus 1 by 4 upon 4 to get minus 4 upon 4. Now दोनों का भी denominator same है. In this case a is equal to 4, so we can say that a is equal to 4. Now check for b. In this case minus b is equal to 1, so minus b is equal to 1 means we can write b is equal to minus 1, and value of c is minus 4 is equal to c, so it is clear that c is equal to minus 4. So we got the values of a, b, c, that is 4, minus 1 and minus 4. So we can put these values in this equation ax square plus bx plus c to get the polynomial. Therefore required polynomial is 4x square minus x minus 4. This is the final answer. Question number 2. Sum of zeros is root 2 and product of zeros is 1 upon 3. It is given 13, which is printing mistake. So start with the solution. So let us assume given polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c and alpha and beta are the zeros of these polynomials. Okay, now it is given that alpha plus beta is root 2, which means minus b upon a is root 2. Okay, minus b upon a is root 2, and alpha into beta is 1 upon 3, that is c upon a is 1 upon 3. Now in second case, denominator is 3. So we have to multiply root 2 by 3 upon 3 to get same denominator. That is, our equation will be minus b upon a is equal to 3 root 2 upon 3, and alpha into beta is 1 upon 3. C upon a is 1 upon 3. So now we have minus b upon a is 3 root 2 upon 3 and c upon a is 1 upon 3. Therefore we can say that a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 3 root 2, and c is equal to 1. Okay, so the polynomial will be ax square plus bx plus c, and after substituting the values we can write 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Question 3. Alpha plus beta is equal to 0 and alpha into beta, that is product of zeros, is equal to root 5. So let's start with the solution. Let us assume quadratic equation be ax square plus bx plus c, and its zeros are alpha and beta. It is given that sum of 0, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to 0. So we can say that minus b upon a is equal to 0, and alpha into beta, that is product of zeros, is c upon a, which is equal to root 5. Now in the both cases we can assume that denominator is upon 1. Therefore we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to root 5. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to root 5. Therefore equation will be x square plus 0x plus root 5. Therefore finally we can write x square plus root 5. So this is the final answer. Question number 4 is sum of zeros is 1 and product of zeros is also 1. So let's start with the solution. Let us assume the equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So we have to find the values of a, b and c, and alpha and beta are the zeros of the given polynomials. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta is equal to 1. It means minus b upon a is equal to 1, and product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, it means c upon a is also equal to 1. So we can write in denominator 1 and in this case also 1. Okay, it means that a is equal to 1 minus b is equal to 1, it means b is equal to minus 1, and from this you can write c is equal to 1. Therefore quadratic equation will be x square minus x plus 1. This is the final answer. Question number 5 is sum of zeros is minus 1 upon 4 and product of zeros is 1 upon 4. So solution is, let us assume equation is ax square plus bx plus c, and its zeros are alpha and beta. So we have to find the value of a, b and c. Okay, it is given that sum of zeros, it means alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 upon 4. Therefore we can write minus b upon a is equal to minus 1 upon 4, and product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is 1 upon 4. So we can write c upon a is 1 upon 4. Now in both cases denominators are equal, therefore we can write the values. So a is equal to 4, minus 1 is equal to minus b, it means that b is equal to positive 1, and from this we can write c is equal to 1. Therefore the quadratic equation is 4x square plus x plus 1. This is the final answer. Question number 6 is sum of zeros is equal to 4 and product of zeros is equal to 1. So let's start. The required equation be ax square plus bx plus c, and we are assuming alpha and beta are the zeros of the given equation. So we need to find a, b and c. Okay, so it is given that alpha plus beta is equal to 4. It means minus b upon a is equal to 4, and we can write with the denominator as 4 upon 1, and product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is 1. So we can write c upon a is equal to 1, which means that 1 upon 1. Now in both cases denominators are same, Therefore, we can write a is equal to 1. Then from this part 4 is equal to minus b, we can write value of b as minus 4, and from this part 1 is equal to c, we can write value of c is equal to 1. Therefore, quadratic equation will be x square minus 4x plus 1. So this is the required answer. So we have ended with the exercise 2.2. Now we will start with exercise 2.3 of polynomials. Question 1 is, divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and remainder in each of the following cases. So first question is, p of x is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, g of x is x square minus 2. P of x is dividend and g of x is divisor. So we will use long division method. Okay. So x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 divided by x square minus 2. Okay. So steps are first term upon first term, then multiply the answer with the divisor and change the sign. So x cube upon x square, we will get x, then we will multiply this x by x square minus 2 to get x cube minus 2x. Then we will change the sign, so minus and it will be plus. Okay, so x cube and x cube will be cut, then minus 3x square as it is, plus 5x plus 2x, we will get 7x, and minus 3 as it is. Okay, now again first term minus 3x square upon x square, so we will get minus 3. So multiply minus 3 with x square minus 2, so we will get minus 3x square plus 6. Now minus will be plus and this plus will be minus. Okay, so next step will be minus 3x square plus 3x square will be cut, 7x as it is, and minus 3 minus 6 will be minus 9. Now degree of the remainder is smaller than degree of the divisor, therefore this will be our last step. So quotient is x minus 3 and remainder is 7x minus 9. Question 2. P of x is x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 and g of x is x square minus x plus 1. In P of x, all powers are not present. Power of x cube is missing. Therefore, we will rewrite this equation in this way. P of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, and divisor g of x will be x square minus x plus 1. So let's start with the long division. So x raised to 4, so x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 3x square plus 4x minus 5 divided by x square minus x plus 1. So first term upon first term, that is x raised to 4 upon x square, so we will get x square, multiply x square by divisor, so we will get x raised to 4 minus x cube plus x square. Then change the sign, so x raised to 4 minus x raised to 4 will be cut, 0x cube plus x cube will be x cube, minus 3x square minus x square minus 4x square plus 4x plus 5 is as it is. Okay, then consider this term, so x cube upon x square, first term upon first term, we will get x, so plus x, this x into x square minus x plus 1, so we will get x cube minus x square plus x, then signs will be changed, so x cube cut, minus 4x square plus x square minus 3x square plus 4x minus x plus 3x and plus 5 as it is. Then consider minus 3x square plus 3x plus 5. So first term upon first term, so minus 3x square upon x square, so we will get minus 3. This minus 3 into divisor x square minus x plus 1, so we will get minus 3x square plus 3x minus 3. Now change the sign, so minus 3x square plus 3x square will be cut, plus 3x and minus 3x will be cut, and plus 5 plus 3 is 8. So degree of the remainder is smaller than the degree of divisor, so we will stop here. So quotient is x square plus x minus 3 and remainder is equal to 8. Question 3. p of x इज इक्वल टू x रेस्ट टू 4 माइनस 5x प्लस 6. सो यहाँ पे एक्स क्यूब एंड एक्स स्क्वेयर का पावर मिसिंग है एंड g ऑफ x इट्स 2 माइनस एक्स स्क्वेयर. सो हम लोग लिखेंगे माइनस एक्स स्क्वेयर प्लस 2. ठीक है. नाउ डिविडेंड में जो एक्स क्यूब एंड एक्स स्क्वेयर का पावर मिसिंग है, ठीक है, तो वी हैव टू टेक देम एज p ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू x रेस्ट टू 4, देन यू हैव टू राइट प्लस 0x क्यूब प्लस 0x स्क्वेयर माइनस 5x प्लस 6. ठीक है. नाउ इन दिस केस 0x क्यूब मिसिंग है, उन्होंने लिखा नहीं है. वो क्यों नहीं लिखा है दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू लेटर. ठीक है. सो विल स्टार्ट विद द डिविडेंड x रेस्ट टू 4 प्लस 0x स्क्वेयर माइनस 5x प्लस 6 and divisor is minus x square plus 2. So let's start. First term upon first term, x raised to 4 upon minus x square, you will get minus x square. So यहाँ पे आया minus x square. Then multiply minus x square by minus x square plus 2. So multiplication होने के बाद आपको situation मिला x raised to 4 minus 2x square. Then we will change sign. So plus का minus and minus का plus. सो x रेस्ट टू 4 कट हो जाएंगे एंड 0x स्क्वेयर प्लस 2x स्क्वेयर मिलेगा एंड माइनस 5x प्लस 6 एज इट इज़. सो नेक्स्ट स्टेप आपको ये मिलेगा. दिस इज़ योर रिमाइंडर. ठीक है. अभी एक्स क्यूब क्यों नहीं लिखा, उसका रीज़न है एक्स स्क्वेयर से डिवाइज़र को मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद एक्स क्यूब का टर्म नहीं आ रहा था. वी आर नॉट गेटिंग एनी टर्म ऑफ एक्स क्यूब, इसके लिए उन्होंने नहीं लिखा. ठीक है. तो अगर आप एग्ज़ाम में लिखते भी हो या नहीं भी लिखते हो, ये स्टेप में एक्स क्यूब का स्टेप निकल जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली. तो इट इज़ बेटर टू राइट कि आपको पता नहीं होता है कि वो मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद एक्स क्यूब का टर्म आएगा कि नहीं आएगा. तो इसके लिए आपको स्टार्टिंग में सब टर्म्स लिखने हैं. ठीक है. एंड उसके बाद ही सॉल्यूशन को आगे सॉल्व करना है. ठीक है. अगर आप एक्स क्यूब लेते भी हो या नहीं भी लेते हो, आपको फर्स्ट रिमाइंडर यही मिलेगा. ठीक है. सो लेट्स गो अहेड. नाउ वी विल डिवाइड दिस टर्म बाय डिवाइजर. सो फर्स्ट टर्म अपॉन फर्स्ट टर्म दैट इज़ 2x स्क्वेयर अपॉन माइनस एक्स स्क्वेयर. सो आएगा -2. तो यहाँ पे आया -2. मल्टीप्लाई दिस -2 विथ डिवाइजर माइनस एक्स स्क्वेयर प्लस 2. सो आफ्टर मल्टीप्लिकेशन वी गॉट 2x स्क्वेयर माइनस 4. देन वी चेंज द साइन. सो माइनस प्लस का माइनस एंड माइनस का प्लस. सो 2x स्क्वेयर माइनस 2x स्क्वेयर विल बी कट. Minus 5x as it is and plus 6 plus 4 you will get plus 10. Degree of remainder is smaller than degree of divisor, therefore this is our last step. So quotient is minus x square minus 2 and remainder is minus 5x plus 10. So this is final answer. Question 2. Check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. It means in all three questions, first term is divisor and second term is dividend. Now in three cases उन्होंने पूछा है कि divisor is the factor of dividend or not. It means if remainder comes 0 after dividing, then it will be the factor of the dividend. And अगर remainder 0 नहीं आता है, then divisor is not the factor of the given dividend. So let's start with the question 1. Divisor is t square minus 3 and dividend is 2t raised to 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. Okay. Dividend में all terms, all powers are present. Divisor में t का पावर प्रेजेंट नहीं है, इसके लिए उन्होंने 0t लिया. डिवाइज़र में आप पावर लेते भी हो, जो मिसिंग पावर है, और नहीं भी लेते हो, इट डजेंट मैटर. आपके स्टेप्स में कुछ चेंजेस नहीं होने वाले. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे उन्होंने लिए है, सो वी गो विद दिस. नाउ बिफोर स्टार्टिंग यहाँ पे जो उन्होंने 0t2 लिखा है, इट इज़ प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक. ये 0t है, t स्क्वेयर प्लस 0t माइनस 3. ओके. सो विल कंसिडर दैट ओनली. So let's start with the first step. So first term upon first term we will get 2t square. Multiply 2t square with the whole divisor, we will get 2t raised to 4 plus 0t cube minus 6t square. Okay. Then after changing the sign, we will get plus to minus and minus to plus. Then 2t raised to 4 and 2t raised to 4 will be cut. 3t cube plus 0t cube. So here it will come 3t cube. Again it is printing mistake, 3t cube. then minus 2t square plus 6t square, 4t square, minus 90 and minus 12 as it is. Okay, so next step is 3t cube plus 4t square minus 90 minus 12. So again first term upon first term, that is 3t cube upon t square. So after solving we will get 3t, therefore plus 3t and multiply 3t with divisor. So after multiplication we will get 3t cube plus 0t square minus 90. So again sign changing, then 3t cube minus 3t cube will be cut, 4t square as it is, minus 90 plus 90 will be cut, therefore 0t and is minus 12 as it is. Okay, next step is 4t square plus 0t minus 12. First term upon first term, 4t square upon t square we will get 4, multiply 4 with the whole divisor to get 4t square plus 0t minus 12, then sign change, minus minus and plus, then 4t square minus 4t square will be cut, 0t will be cut, and minus 12 plus 2 will be cut. So final remainder will be 0. Since the remainder is 0, therefore the given divisor t square minus 3 is a factor of given dividend. This is the final solution. Question 2. Divisor is x square plus 3x plus 1 and dividend is 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Dividend and divisor both are in the standard form. So let's start with the solution. So first term upon first term, that is 3x raised to 4 upon x square, we will get 3x square. Multiply 3x square with the whole divisor to get 3x raised to 4 plus 9x cube plus 3x square. Then we will change the sign, plus to minus and plus to minus. So 3x raised to 4 and 3x raised to 4 will be cut, plus 5x minus 9x cube minus 4x cube, minus 7x square plus minus 3x square minus 10x square, and plus 2x plus 2 will come as it is. Okay, so next step is minus 4x cube minus 10x square plus 2x plus 2. Then first term upon first term, so minus 4x cube upon x square we will get minus 4x. So multiply minus 4x with the whole divisor to get minus 4x cube minus 12x square minus 4x. Then we will change the sign from minus to plus and minus to plus. So operation will be minus 4x cube plus 4x cube will be cut, minus 10x square plus 12x square we will get plus 2x square, plus 2x plus 4x we will get plus 6x, and plus 2 will come as it is. So next step will be 2x square plus 6x plus 2. Then first term upon first term, so 2x square upon x square we will get 2, multiply 2 with the whole divisor, so that we will get 2x square plus 6x plus 2. Then we will change the sign from plus to minus and plus to minus. So plus 2x square minus 2x square cut, plus 6x minus 6x cut, and plus 2 minus 2 will be cut. So final remainder will be 0. Since remainder is equal to 0, hence the first polynomial, that is divisor, is the factor of the dividend. So let's start with the next question. Question 3. Divisor is x cube minus 3x plus 1 and dividend is x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. In divisor, x square term is not present, but we can go with the current divisor, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start with the solution. So this is dividend and this is divisor. So first step is first term upon first term, x raised to 5 upon x cube will get x square. Multiply this x square with the whole divisor to get x raised to 5 minus 3x cube plus x square. Then we'll change the sign from plus to minus to plus, and plus to minus. So x raised to 5 minus x raised to 5 will be cut, minus 4x cube plus 3x cube will get minus x cube, plus x square minus x square will cut, and this 3x plus 1 will come as it is. Okay, so next step is minus x cube plus 3x plus 1. So first term upon first term, that is minus x cube upon x cube, we will get minus 1, multiply minus 1 with the whole divisor, so we will get minus x cube plus 3x minus 1. Then we will change the sign, minus to plus to minus, and minus to plus. minus x cube plus x cube will be cut, plus 3x minus 3x will be cut, and plus 1 we will get 2. Now in this case we are getting remainder 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore first polynomial is not a factor of the second polynomial. It means given divisor is not a factor of the dividend. Question 3. Obtain all other zeros of 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are root 5 upon 3 and minus root 5 upon 3. Okay. Now the process will be, with the help of these roots, we will prepare one polynomial. That polynomial will be the divisor for this given dividend. Then after processing the division, we will get some quotient. Further, we have to factorize that quotient and we will get two factors. So those factors will be the remaining roots or remaining zeros of this given dividend. So let's start with the process. So p of x, that is dividend, is 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and zeros are root 5 upon 3 and minus root 5 upon 3. So with the help of these roots we have to prepare one polynomial. So to get a polynomial, process is, you have to consider these two brackets, x minus root 5 upon 3, x plus root 5 upon 3. This is positive root, therefore we have consider x minus root 5 upon 3. This is negative root, therefore we have consider x plus root 5 upon 3. Now this is the situation of a minus b, a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Therefore we can write x minus root 5 upon 3 into x plus root 5 upon 3 is equal to x square minus root 5 upon 3 square. Okay. So x square minus, we can write root 5 upon 3 square as 5 upon 3. So divisor is x square minus 5 upon 3. Okay. Therefore we divide the given polynomial by x square minus 5 upon 3. So let's start with the division. 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 is divided by x square plus 0x minus 5 upon 3. x term is not present, therefore they are considered 0x. अगर हम लोग ने टर्म कंसिडर भी नहीं किया, then also we will get the same steps and same answer. Okay. So let's process. First term upon first term, that is 3x raised to 4 upon x square, will get 3x square. Multiply this 3x square with the whole divisor, then we will get 3x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 5x square. Then signs will be changed, plus to minus and minus to plus. Then the next step will be 3x raised to 4 and 3x raised to 4 will be cut. 6x cube plus 0 as it is, minus 2x raised to 2 plus 5x square will get 3x square, minus 10x minus 5 will come as it is. So the next step is cx cube plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. Again first term upon first term, cx cube upon x square will get plus cx, multiply plus cx with the whole divisor to get 6x cube plus 0x square minus 10x. Then we will change signs. So 6x cube minus 6x cube will be cut, 3x square plus 0, 3x square, minus 10x plus 10x, 0x, and minus 5 will write as it is. So the next step is 3x square plus 0x minus 5. Then first term upon first term, 3x square upon x square is 3. Multiply 3 with the whole divisor to get 3x square plus 0x minus 5. Plus to minus and minus to plus. So finally we will get 3x square minus 3x square 0, 0 minus 0 0, minus 5 plus 5 0. So we are getting the remainder 0. Now in this case you have to remember one thing. You should always get remainder as 0. इसका रीज़न ये है, ये जो डिवाइज़र है इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ रूट्स ऑफ दिस गिवन इक्वेशन. तो जब हम लोग रूट से डिवाइज़र बनाते हैं, इट मीन्स दैट पॉलिनोमियल इज़ द फैक्टर ऑफ द गिवन पॉलिनोमियल. देयरफॉर हमेशा जब भी हम लोग फैक्टर से डिवाइड करते हैं, इट मीन्स एवरी टाइम आपका रिमाइंडर 0 आना ही चाहिए. दिस इज़ कंपलसरी. अगर 0 नहीं आता है, इट मीन्स आपने कहीं ना कहीं कुछ तो मिस्टेक ज़रूर किया है. ठीक है. वो मिस्टेक एक तो लॉन्ग डिवीजन के ऑपरेशन में हो सकता है, या फिर आपने जब रूट से डिवाइज़र बनाया वो डिवाइज़र में भी मिस्टेक हो सकता है. ठीक है. ये दोनों जगह पे ही किधर तो मिस्टेक रहेगा. सो अगर रिमाइंडर 0 नहीं आता है तो आपको ये दो जगह पे चेक करना चाहिए. ठीक है. सो लेट्स गो अहेड. नाउ वी विल फैक्टराइज दिस क्वोशंट 3x square plus 6x plus 3. So before factorization, we will write the given polynomials in the form of division algorithm. that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient प्लस रिमाइंडर इज इक्वल टू 0, इसके लिए उन्होंने मेंशन नहीं किया है. फर्दर वी विल सिंप्लीफाई दिस क्वोशंट पार्ट, दैट इज 3x² plus 6x plus 3. So we can take 3 common from the quotient 3x² plus 6x plus 3, then we will get x² plus 2x plus 1. So we can write 3 into x² minus 5 upon 3 into x² plus 2x plus 1. Further we will factorize x² plus 2x plus 1. So it is nothing but a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is identity a plus b the whole square. So we can write x plus 1 the whole square. Now to find a factor, we will equate x plus 1 the whole square with the 0, that is x plus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So if we compare this bracket with 0, then we will get x is equal to minus 1. Now since x plus 1 the whole square is there, therefore we have to consider two zeros, that is x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1. Therefore we can write the final answer as the zeros of the given polynomials are root 5 upon 3 minus root 5 upon 3 minus 1 and minus 1. So this is your final answer. Question 4. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively. So find g of x. Okay, so dividend is given, quotient and remainder are given, and we have to find g of x. So we will use division algorithm. So let's start with the solution. It is given that p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2, which is dividend, g of x divisor, which we have to find, quotient x minus 2 and remainder minus 2x plus 4. So division algorithm is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we will substitute above values in the division algorithm, then we will get x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 2 is equal to g of x into x minus 2, this is into plus minus 2x plus 4. In the next step we will transpose minus 2x plus 4 to left hand side. So we'll get on the LHS plus 2x minus 4 with the dividend. So the step is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 is equal to g of x into x minus 2. So if we simplify LHS part, then we'll get x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2x will get plus 3x plus 2 minus 4 will get minus 2 is equal to g of x into x minus 2. Now we will transpose x minus 2 left hand side, so that we will get x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 upon x minus 2. It means to get g of x, we have to divide x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 by x minus 2. So let's start with the division. So first term upon first term, x cube upon x is x square, multiply x square with the whole divisor to get x cube minus 2x square, then change the sign, plus 2 minus minus 2 plus. So x cube minus x cube is 0, minus 3x square plus 2x square is minus x square, and plus 3x minus 2 will write as it is. So the next step is minus x square plus 3x minus 2. Then first term upon first term, minus x square upon x is minus x, multiply minus x with the whole divisor, then we'll get minus x square plus 2x, then change the sign, minus 2 plus and plus 2 minus. So we'll get minus x square plus x square is 0, plus 3x minus 2x x and minus 2 as it is. So we'll get x minus 2. Again first term upon first term, so we'll get 1, multiply 1 with the x minus 2, we'll get the same result, x minus 2, we'll change the sign, and then x minus x 0 and minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Okay, so remainder is 0. Therefore we can say that g of x is equal to the quotient of this division. Therefore g of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1. Question number 5. Give examples of polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x which satisfy the division algorithm and three conditions. First condition is degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. Second, degree of q of x is equal to degree of r of x. Third, degree of r of x is equal to 0. Okay, so we will see this condition one by one. So first condition is degree of p of x is degree of q of x. Okay, now degree of p of x मतलब polynomial का डिग्री and degree of q of x मतलब क्वोशंट का डिग्री. अगर दोनों का डिग्री इक्वल चाहिए तो पॉलिनोमियल को आपको कांस्टेंट से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. ओके, So degree of quotient will be equal to degree of dividend when divisor is constant, that is when any polynomial is divided by constant. So let us assume that the division of 6x square plus 2x plus 2 by 2. ठीक है, अभी ये मैंने एज्यूम किया है, वैसे आप भी एनी पॉलिनोमियल एंड एनी कांस्टेंट एज्यूम कर सकते हो. तो ये केस में आप सबका आंसर डिफरेंट आएगा. ओके, सो इफ आई डिवाइड 6x स्क्वायर प्लस 2x प्लस 2 बाय 2, I will get the quotient as 3x square plus x plus 1 and remainder 0. So degree of polynomial is 2 and degree of quotient is 2. ठीक है, so degree of p of x and q of x is the same, that is 2. ठीक है, and we will check with this division algorithm, that is p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So 6x square plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 2 into 3x square plus x plus 1. Remainder is 0. So 2 3 the 6x square plus 2x plus 2. So we are getting the same dividend. Thus the division algorithm is satisfied. ठीक है, so let's move to the equation 2. Now in this case degree of q of x is equal to degree of r of x, मतलब quotient का डिग्री and remainder का डिग्री सेम होना चाहिए. Okay, so let us assume the division of x cube plus x by x square. So here p of x is x cube plus x and g of x is equal to x square. Okay, so if we divide x cube plus x by x square, we will get quotient as x and remainder also x. Okay, so in this case the degree of quotient and remainder is same, that is 1. So checking with the division algorithm, so p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So x cube plus x is equal to x square into x plus x, which is x cube plus x. X square into x is x cube plus x. So LHS and RHS are same, therefore we can say that the division algorithm is satisfied. Let's move to the third case. So degree of r of x is 0 means आपको रिमाइंडर में कांस्टेंट मिलना चाहिए. ठीक है, so degree of remainder will be 0 when the remainder comes to a constant. Let us assume the division of x cube plus 1 by x square. So p of x is x cube plus 1, g of x is x square, and after division you will get q of x is x and r of x is 1. So in this case the degree of r of x is 0. Constant है ना, constant का डिग्री हमेशा 0 होता है. And with checking with the division algorithm, that is p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, we will get x cube plus 1 is equal to x square into x plus 1. X square into x is x cube. So the last step is x cube plus 1 is equal to x cube plus 1, that is LHS is equal to RHS. Thus the division algorithm is satisfied. So we are completed with the exercise 2.3. Thank you.